bit about her journey. So you've been doing this for how many years with me now?
It's been 3, a little bit over 3. I started in, I think, 2017. November 2017 it was.
Okay. So kind of when I first started this party too.
Yeah.
You were one of my first people. It's exciting.
Yeah, I think there were like 30 people in our accountability group when I first started. And now there is almost 400 of us.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's really cool.
I start walking, I'm like, holy shit. Like, look at these girls. It's so exciting.
And they fire me up too. It's awesome.
Yeah. So can you tell them, like, when you had started, were you, like, where were you at?
So I had just had my daughter. It was a year postpartum. So I had just stopped nursing her, and I was finally just like, I need my body back. Like, I'm ready to just be me and have my body be my body. And I was definitely overweight. I had got diagnosed with hypothyroidism like right after that. So I didn't know that there was like something wrong with my hormones and something wrong with my body previous to that. So I pretty much joined ready to get my body back, found out I was diagnosed hypothyroid, and I'm such a crunchy hippie. I won't take medicine. I just won't do it. I'm like, nope, I'm not taking medicine. I'm not going to get on some like synthetic thyroid thing. I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to start exercising, and I'm just going to do this as naturally as I possibly can. And so I started, and I just started with a clean week. I did like Chrissy like invited me to one of her like week-long free groups, and I loved it. I couldn't walk like on day 3, but I loved it, and it was great. And it was the accountability. She had these check-ins, and I would check in at night, and I just kept on rolling. It was awesome.
And it's hard when you start, right? Like I share with my new girls, like I forget because it's been so long, but I remember taking that first yoga class or whatever, you know, like walking on the treadmill was hard for me. I could do 15 minutes and I was maxed out, but I didn't care. Like, I'm coming back tomorrow. And I just kept coming back every day. But getting on the floor is hard, right? I forget that. But like clean week, you know, there's floor stuff. So it's like, it's tough, but you push through the tough, and now look where you are, you know, like, so how did you get here? Like, how did you keep going? How did you keep staying motivated? And you're busy, you work, you have a kid, you have a family, and like, you pull it off. How do you do that?
I mean, it's 30-minute workouts. You can only like make up an excuse for so long. You know, you're like, okay, well, I actually can't think of a single reason that I can't get this workout done because I'm in my house. I'm going to work out at my house. I have 30 minutes. Like, I just need to do it. And then I have all these girls that I'm scrolling through Facebook while I'm trying to not do my workout, posting their sweaty selfies. Hey, I hit my workout today. I didn't want to push play, but I did, and I feel so much better now. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Like, I'm going to put my clothes on. I'm going to put my clothes on at 5 o'clock on a Saturday because no one else wants to do it too. Sometimes you just have a lazy, crappy, rainy day and you want to be snuggly with your family. And then you're like, you know what? No, I can't miss my workout. Like, I know I'm going to feel better. I know I'm going to feel like crap tomorrow. I know that, like, if I don't get my 3 days, I can't go more than 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, share that. I love that. I use that.
I mean, I don't even know where I heard it, but someone was like, never go more than 3 days without working out. And I have found that really like resonated with me because it's like, once you hit that 3rd day, like, day 4, it's like literally starting over in my mind. It's like you don't have that momentum. You've like put a screeching halt to your momentum. So I would always take Sundays and Mondays off just because of my work schedule. I work a double Sunday, so I go into work at like 9:45 on Sunday morning, and I get out of work at like 10:30 on Sunday night, and then I go back in the morning on Monday at 9:45 again, and then get out around like 4 or 5. So
in restaurant, which is, you know, we've all been, I mean, a lot of us have. It's tough work, man. You're on your feet scrambling around nonstop.
Right. So, I mean, I'm just going. By the time I get home on Monday, Jocelyn, my child, is like, Mom, I miss you. I love you. And she's like little Velcro. And I don't really feel motivated. She somehow is not sabotaged us yet. So, good time.
I watched her Instagram story this morning. You were like having your energized juice, and she's like sneaking along. It was hysterical. She must have been like on fire.
And then I wonder why she was like in Whole Foods, and she's like, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I think it's the Energize kicking in right now.
Okay. So here's the thing too, so I'm not a mom, you know, so I always like encourage my mom friends, but you know, I don't have that personal relationship. So a lot of moms have that guilt factor associated to it. Like, oh, you know, taking that, even that half hour, like my family needs me, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, that becomes almost an excuse too, but they don't realize, and I try to help them realize that, is that from you taking that personal time for yourself, it's going to make your relationships better because you're grounded, your stress is out. Like, how do you feel that?
Oh
or
my
do you
gosh,
just
yes.
go?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is like my personal time. And I know that, I mean, the thing is like every workout's not going to go perfectly. Your kid is going to jump on you and ask you for a snack like 15 times if you don't set them up with a snack. And they know that you're a better person too. Once you start doing it and once you get into the routine of it, it's like they realize that you are happier when you work out. Like I tell my daughter that. I'm like, I need to work out so I feel better, okay? And she's like, okay. And I mean, it's 30 minutes. You can't take aside 30 minutes every single day for yourself to like feel better mentally and physically, and just to like not be on the edge of like momdom when you're just like, stop doing that. And like, I don't yell anymore, really. I mean, I do, like, if she's like being ridiculous, if I've asked her like 5 times, I'm like, stop. But I don't feel, I feel like less angry and frustrated, you know?
Me too. Like if I go, like you said, like that 3-day rule, I have like, you know, just from working my business, I'm always freaking working and I'm just always juggling stuff. And I work for myself, which I think most of you know. So when you work for yourself, you're chasing your tail, right? Like this, you don't go to a job and check in and that's your time. You're hunting from job to job to job. So I'm lining up my retailers. I'm working on my line sheets. I'm you know, I'm shipping, manufacturing. I'm everything. And so I lose my freaking mind. And so without this, my anxiety and stress is overwhelming and like almost unmanageable, you know, like it takes a toll on you. So for me, I need that preferably in the morning. I'm becoming a nighttime girl. I need that to work that shit out. That's how I get it out of me. You know what I mean? And your body, the endorphins are natural and it gives you that high. It makes you feel good physically, but also like mentally. You know, I had a hard as hell year last year. The only reason why I handled it as well as I did is because I put in so much work here, working on myself for 3 years. It makes you stronger physically, sure. It makes you stronger mentally and emotionally, like you would never believe. And that is why I started helping other people on their journey. You know, like I had this radical transformation that just rippled out into everything in my life, into my business, my personal relationships, into my household, my relationship with Rock. You know, and it's so much more than you realize. I was like, I need other women to find this, you know? And so I started doing this, and then I hid that because I was shameful of it. And I was like, I'm an online coach, like, oh, it's so taboo, you know, don't drop a beach body alert. But then I started watching you, and I started watching Kelly Roden, and I started seeing the ripple effect from me helping women start, and you guys exude this energy and this fire and this joy, you know what I mean? And you rocked your results. It's like, now I'm like, I'm on a mission, you know what I mean? And like, and we just go, and I'm unapologetic about it because I see like what we do. Like Misfits VIP, I'm sorry, but like we have such a fabulous crew.
It's
Like
awesome.
all love, all support, like amazing friendships. I never thought it would evolve into this. Like I never saw that coming. That was a great surprise, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, through COVID, I didn't really like feel as though I was like lacking in my social network because of y'all. You know, it was like I had our calls that we did every Tuesday and Saturday. I get to see you all the time and talk to you guys, and I have a support system. You know, it's like they're not physically here, but you are supporting me and my health journey, and we're talking all the time. And it's not always about health and wellness. You know, it's like you're my friend.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's like, you know, you have those hard days. You have people that won't, you know, that will be there for you, that will help, will listen to you, and that are going to help pick you up because we're all working so hard on ourselves. We're a little bit tougher, that we can carry you for a little bit if we need to, you know, and that's important, I think, with all your relationships too. But our coffee talks, like through COVID, saved me. I work by myself all the time. Rock is at work and I'm alone, you know what I mean? And even more so with this, because you couldn't go out and be social. I can't take my laptop and go work at the coffee shop and meet other people, you know, and for a lot of us, they said, thanks so much for having those coffee chats that we do, because that's our coffee hour, sometimes hours. 2 hours together. And we have a great time, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys have saved me, like, as just supportive across the board. You know, even like we've gone from 30 people to now up to 400, and it's just like I'm making friends and I just don't feel lonely.
Yeah, it's like a gym buddy, but I feel like, you know, like for me to add people in that are complete strangers, and oftentimes strangers with me, like I don't know them in the real world. I just, you know, became social on social, so freaky. And when we put, right, because Melissa coaches now and she's exploded. She's actually in the Shanti coach test group. Because her business exploded so fast, she got invited to that, which is a huge, huge deal. When do you start?
March 15th.
I can't wait.
I'm pumped.
Yeah. Did you get your neon? I'm telling her she needs to stand out to Sean so they become BFFs and
day glow.
Neon workout gear.
Yeah, I'm gonna get day glow headbands, some like serious tie dye. It's just,
you can bring back your raver days. Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Glow sticks. Yeah, Jocelyn will love that. Yeah, I start on the 15th. I have to fill out all my paperwork and stuff, so I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited. He's amazing.
I love him.
So I mean, I can't wait. I want to hear all about it.
I did Insanity back in the day. I mean, I think it was 2013. And I did Insanity and I got ripped.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, an hour? I can't do an hour workout now.
I know. I think the same. I'm like, I used to, because I joined the gym. There's a lot of gyms, but there's a Y close to me. It's literally like a 10-minute drive. And I was so embarrassed because I was like, I so don't belong here. I joined one like 4 towns away that I would drive 25 minutes to every day, or Fall River. I would drive to Fall River, or I would drive to Wareham. I'm in Fairhaven, because I did not want to know anybody there. So embarrassed. So I would drive there 25 minutes. I would work out for an hour, sometimes 2 hours, because I thought that's how you did it. And then I would drive 25 minutes back. And I'm like,
you're
how
crazy.
In the world? How in the world how did I have that time? You know, I have no idea. And now it's like, I'm in my pajamas half the time, like bang it out anytime I want, you know, because if I missed my class, I was like, shit, I missed my morning Tabata class. Now I can't work out till tomorrow. Like, what else is on the schedule? Nothing that I like. And mine is literally like, boop, boop, whenever the hell I want to, you know? It's pretty great.
I've been thinking, I doubled up yesterday. Like, maybe I can double up again today. Then, like, what is wrong with me?
No, Tia's on. We got to bring Tia on one of these. Tia has lost over 100 pounds.
Yeah, Tia hurt her knee. That's why she's on. She has nothing else to do. She's crying. Bring her on tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. I was thinking that because I'm Tuesdays I like to like share your pictures, but like I feel like if you're not in our groups, like you don't get to hear the story, you don't really know the person. So I was like, I'll try